Welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
So, Tay. Now, Tay's been a very naughty boy. Okay?
He's been busy.
He's been naughty, that's what he's been. Because we filmed.
Yeah.
And we were online going, why is there no live performances of these songs from Tay yet? We want to watch some of them. We'll do the reactions now. There weren't any. The very next day, JD messages me like, what the fuck? All these videos uploaded of live performances.
And we're like, what?
We're not filming for like 2 weeks.
No. Also, he looked really good in the thumbnail, like his blonde hair, and I was like, oh, I want to watch those. Like, I want to hear those live sessions, you know, and appreciate his vocals. And
well, it's just, Tay, you could have dropped it a day earlier, or just told us the plan, and then we would have been able to work around that.
Oh.
You never considered me.
Maybe he's just keeping us on our toes. Because also, it's like he's done a couple of his like singles and his MVs, and then it was like, oh look, it wasn't one live performance. It was like 6.
I know.
I was like, what?
So, since we last recorded, there are 2 more MVs. So I believe the first one was called Blue.
We were just joking before we started filming. We're both wearing different shades of grey. And Jenny said, oh, one of us should be wearing a blue, and then it'd be a blue and grey. So the MV is the blue, and we are the grey.
So I'm interested to see what this is like and hear it, because, not going to lie, we have got Love Me Again, Rainy Days, and Slow Dancing.
Yeah.
The 3 of them on repeat have been my cooking songs.
Oh.
I'm at work and I'm right, I'm going to start chopping stuff, cooking. That's what I put on. It's just really relaxing.
Yeah.
And cook. And
It's a little like sassy, sexy cooking though, isn't it?
No, I find it's quite a chill, just relax, listening to V, sing along a bit.
Blue could be sad, or he could give it some new meaning.
Yeah, Blue, I tend to lean towards a sadder one.
Unless it could be like blue like the ocean.
Because I immediately think of Blue Dubbity Dubba Die. That's not sad.
Don't show our age. Oh my God.
Well, no, that one's back. Like, someone sampled it.
Really?
In another song. It comes on the radio and I'm like,
no.
Now I've got that in my head.
How amazing.
Okay,
that New Kids on the Block. Things are coming back.
And I think Jackson Wang's got a song called Blue, hasn't he?
Yes, he
like
has.
Really
yeah.
slow. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it could be like blue like the ocean, which is just so vast and beautiful.
The sky.
Yeah. I don't know. Or the blue of how blue someone's eyes are. Like, it could be romantic.
Could be.
Or it could be deathly depressingly sad.
Could be bad cheese.
Who knows? Yeah.
Anyway. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe. In the comments, there are so many Tay live performances now. What do you want first? There is one I've got on the list to do today, but aside from that one when it comes up, you'll know if I tell you it has a special guest, because I don't know that JD knows. So special guest, you'll know which one I mean.
I'm excited.
Yeah, but which one would you like us to watch? Has he got a mullet?
Choking on my own saliva because I was like, oh, he looks a bit punk rock. Ooh. He looks so 80s, doesn't he?
Oh, it's like he's got his arm around you. You say 80s, he would be stunning in any era though, wouldn't he? Like, any hair would suit him. Ooh.
Let me close you and feel the world fly away, fly away. Blue, 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 blue,
The dog's in the MV again.
Although we have been told on, I think it's not Tanny, because he filmed all of this in Spain.
Yeah.
But the fact that he chose one identical.
Literally, he's like, if I can't have Tanny, I'll
Yeah.
have. Did someone say he's called Rocky? I think he's like, I'm
think
gonna
so.
have a dupe, a stand-in.
Yeah.
Tanny is more famous than, like, you know, some actors who are still trying to make it, because even Young Tan has a stand-in, has a double.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Stunt double.
Yeah. Oh my.
Another one where I could just get lost in it. I'll be honest, I didn't read many lyrics, but I have no excuse for why. I think I was just vibing.
I read some, obviously going between whatnot. It was very mesmerising.
Yeah.
And it's like there was some sadness in it, I think, because funnily enough, he goes through colours. He even says like red, blue, green, yellow, whatnot. But the entire MV is in black and white.
Yeah.
So he's referencing a lot of colours, and it's almost like if this is, again, my interpretation, if it made me feel like maybe it was post-breakup but clinging or trying to keep something alive, like if he's trying to get back in touch with that person, see if they can still make it. But like when you say you're in that sad time that all the colour's gone now. You know when you're first in love and you're like, oh, colours are brighter and everything, and now this is the opposite. So the MV was in black and white, so he was referencing colours, but yet the MV had absence of colour.
Yeah, because for me, colours can also represent moods. So sometimes I think when people are referencing colours, because I don't know which bit you mean, I didn't obviously see those lyrics, but people are often referencing the different moods you've gone through.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be like yellow is nice and warm and sunny and happy, and red could be very passionate and romantic.
Or angry.
Or yeah. And green and blue, yeah, it's true. Maybe he, you know, could be a metaphor for the life cycle of that relationship that's gone through. I'm not sure, but it was it was a tinge of sadness. Even though that song, I could listen to that song audibly and not feel sad. I think it's quite a neutral, but still very mesmerising and relaxing. But yeah, I think it was the MV of who's basically just on his own, constantly trying to get in touch or see somebody. That's what made it sad. So it's interesting how the experience can be different, a song on its own, and what the MV can make you feel.
A lyric I did see and I felt, I don't know if it's the way he said it, but he said, swing my way, baby.
He said, let me close you.
Oh, I felt it. Also, a couple of things audibly, when he was saying like on and on and on, there was a bit of like, I don't know what they do to the sound distortion, almost like you're hearing it through a phone.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that gramophone or something. Yeah. And again, that's a very retro feel to it, because nowadays you're so used to hearing like high definition audio and everything, visual. So the fact that it's kind of gives it that crackly old feel can make
Also, just the way he was using or saying the word blue, because he wasn't saying blue, he was saying baloo. And I think it's not a pronunciation thing, it's a very deliberate way of saying the word. And when he was doing it, he would say like blue, you know, baloo, and then he'd do little vocal things on the end of certain parts that were really nice. And once I'd noticed it, I thought, oh no, that wasn't the same as last time.
No.
That wasn't the same as last time, you know.
Yeah. Rule of thumb in a song, if you are going to be repeating something a number of times, you make it different, because otherwise as a listener, you get bored and the emotion gets lost, or your purpose of what you want someone to feel gets lost.
I don't know that I'd get bored.
No. But you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Your point is basically that even if he's repeating something, he keeps making it fresh and different, and lovely vocal performance.
Yeah, I mean, the vocal part, you're like, oh, that's
it's really nice. Yeah.
And it had me thinking that this song and this album so far of what we've done, I could put this album on. I could listen to it through. It could end. And I'd be laying there completely relaxed and not realise it has ended. Do you know what I mean?
It could all just loop into each other,
Yeah.
couldn't it? Yeah. There's nothing too jolting about it or jarring so far. Yeah. I was just thinking that actually what we talked about the vocals is there was nothing, unless I missed it, but I don't think there was anything that was particularly
Big,
strenuous or big notes, when it was all very relaxed, very comfortable for him singing all of that.
Yeah,
and that gave it that. Yeah. But also it's funny because where you say about we could just get lost in that vocal performance, it's interesting, almost like that mimics in the MV. It was almost like he was a bit lost because he couldn't find what he was looking for. So
and he looked gorgeous.
It's not fair. It's not fair for someone to be like, I'll just pull off any look. It's not fair.
He has his face, it's timeless. You can put him in any era, clothing and hair wise, and he looks stunning.
Maybe it's the you know, a lot of people say it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it, but
yeah,
he wears it and styles it out so well that you're just, do you know what I mean? I think it's that owning of it that is, to be honest, the difference between someone, that energy of whether you're like, it just doesn't.
Like we said, that had kind of an 80s punk rock vibe. There's a mullet, and then you look at, say, Dynamite and what he wears in that with the
that's retro
and everything.
Suave retro.
I'm trying to think of his other looks. Okay, his photo book and the Mr. Darcy.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's completely different time periods, completely different looks, but wow.
And yet with all of them, I think it's like a very quiet but overwhelming confidence that you're just like, damn. Yeah. So good for him. Yeah. I'm insanely jealous. And also, just as a side note, I wonder how much that leather jacket cost, because I bet you it's like some designer leather jacket, all the metal on the sleeve. It looked really like that was some detailed jacket. It was awesome. It was a really funky outfit. He looked like, why do we think that girl has broken up with him? He looked like, you're gonna ruin my life, but like, oh, I really want that to happen, you know.
He's the
he
guy
looked dangerous,
that your
bad
parents
boy.
would take one look at and go, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But can you imagine? You'd be like, that's my boyfriend, and he's like, he's trouble. But then, like, we've got dinner with the parents, and then he comes dressed up from the outfit from Dynamite. And you're like, oh, he can scrub up well. Like, he's, you know, that'd be so funny. But yeah, he looked a little bit trouble.
He did.
And again, it's funny when we were talking earlier about some things coming up in K-dramas. He'd be searching for a spare key. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't just go in, Tay. If someone wants you out, you've got to stay out. You've got to respect that. But,
that's what JD, that doesn't apply to me, Tay.
No.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
But was that it as well? Because he saw, like, the maintenance man with all the keys. And I couldn't quite tell because it happened so quickly. But did the maintenance guy come out, see him trying to get in the flat and go, no, and then leave? And then he was going to go after the maintenance guy because he had all the spare keys to get in the flat because he was looking for a key to get in. I don't know what happened there. It happened very quickly. The
maintenance person was probably going to call the police or something because he looked like he was trying to break in.
Right.
Well, he was.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's not a good look,
That's
V.
what I thought.
Right, okay. That's good. I wasn't sure if V was leaving because of that or if he was trying to chase the maintenance guy to be like, hey, can I have that key? I don't know.
Well, I've seen an early Run BTS episode where they were police officers and criminals.
Yeah.
If that's the police, then he'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true. But no, very good, very interesting. It was really how can I say? It's like really intimate and intricate little details that you could easily miss. And again, you can just take it on face value and be like, oh, there's on the surface there's not really much happening. You just get lost in the song. But if you look deeper into it, you're like, what's going on here? Like, it's really an emotionally deep, you know, like he's struggling there and he's potentially behaving in a way with not respecting someone's boundaries, or if he's desperate to get back with that person or just figure out what's happening. But at the same, you know what I mean? At the same time, you could just quite easily be like, oh, there's not really much happening in this MV, but actually there is.
I'd be interested to know, audibly, what instruments he's been using through this album. So I feel like he's probably used more than we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Because of the style of the songs. I know the last one had the flute, didn't it? We think it was a flute.
Yeah.
So this one, do you know what I mean? I feel like there's probably a lot more going on there than my untrained ear.
Which would make sense. I mean, anybody can do obviously live performance, but it would make sense why I've seen a couple of thumbnails and him doing his live show, and it's all like a band.
He did like Tiny Desk.
It's like a band. So it makes sense for the style I think that he likes and that he wanted to play with. But yeah, so I'd be intrigued to see the live performances and what instruments are there.
Yeah.
But I felt like he was potentially on the brink of being frantic. Do you know what I mean? Because he was driving and he was looking, but he was still controlled, which went with the melody and the pace of the song. But it was almost like on the
But then at the end he ended up just sat.
Yeah, I think that's when he just resolved that he wasn't going to get what he wanted. He couldn't find that person.
Maybe, because at the end, obviously, we saw the dog, he's Rocky, run past with his lead on but run off. Maybe that was the kind of he's letting it go, set it free.
It could be, yeah. I mean, he's resolved to the fact that he's like, well,
this is where we make some big thing about, you know, trying to find this person, blah blah blah. And he's like, no, I was looking for my dog.
Maybe. Because he was driving, looking around. He was on the phone while driving. Naughty. We know it's a theme, but he went to the building. He was looking for the key. Do you know what I mean? He was searching quite a lot in many different ways, and in the end, he was just like, fuck it. Sitting on the swing.
If it wasn't for the sad music, that song, you could say it is like a K-drama. You know when something serious has happened and the phone cuts off and he's driving around like mad trying to find them. This always happens in a K-drama. Could be that. Do you know what I mean? If the music was different, if it was some sort of dramatic.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. It's so interesting how an MV versus a song can take you on different journeys.
So that was our reaction to... I keep saying Tay, but obviously it's down as V. V. Blue. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.